the San Francisco 49ers, just a couple hours down the road from me at the Greenbrier in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, getting ready for their return to MetLife Stadium. Will Jimmy Garoppolo be playing quarterback for the 49ers on Sunday? Here's Chris's guy, Kyle Shanahan, addressing that reality on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if Jimmy gets back later in the week. I know he's still pulling to do it. Yeah, Nick's ready to go. And if something happens to Nick, CJ will be ready to go. Nick's got a lot of playing time with us in 2018. Prepared him for moments like this. He always does a good job in practice, and excited to see him get his opportunity.
Yeah, Nick Mullins started 8 games back in 2018 when Jimmy Garoppolo had the torn ACL. Remember, he suffered that week 3 2 years ago in Kansas City. Mullins played well, and it's the system. I don't want to take anything away from Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
But it's the system, and Mullins knows the system. It's timing, it's precision, it's doing your reads properly. It's not decision-making from the standpoint of you go out there and you decide what's best. It's making the right decisions within the confines of the decisions that have already been made for you by Kyle Shanahan in that offense.
Right.
So I don't know that the offense is going to have a major drop-off from Jimmy Garoppolo, who's been so-so. Let's be objective about it.
Yeah.
He's been so far this season. And you go to a guy that knows the offense even better now than he did when he was thrust into service 2 years ago, Chris.
No, I mean, I think you make all the right points. You do. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo, I will say this. He played really well on a banged-up leg last week. I mean, he did a great job of kind of sucking it up and made a lot of big-time throws to give them the lead going into the halftime. So that stinks because it looked like it was going to be one of those games where he could build on something, right, where you went, okay, yeah, I know it's the Jets, but, man, he made a lot of good throws and plays on third down, and there was a lot of positives to build on. So that does hurt. But nonetheless, you're right. And Nick Mullins, I just know from talking to Kyle over the years about the player and everything like that, I mean, he feels about Nick Mullins like he's part of the coaching staff almost, that he's that kind of, backup quarterback. He knows every little nuance of what everybody's supposed to do. Sometimes as a quarterback, you might not know what the right tackle is supposed to do with some run play exactly or what the call is. He's all over those things. And you're right, with Shanahan and with all the great coordinators we see in football, it's about executing the system. They're not reinventing the wheel. You're literally just doing what the coach told you to do all week. And I think that's where, yes, they're not going to fall off. They'll still be able to implement all the same offense to what you're saying. He knows the offense probably better than Jimmy Garoppolo, to your point. And so all the plays that Shanahan has at the line of scrimmage, hey, if the defense plays this, we'll run this play. If they run this defense, let's check it to the other play. And he'll be all over those type of things. And then as we've seen before too, Kyle makes the pass game very easy for the quarterbacks, especially with the play-action pass game. And a lot of times, because he's such an attacker of schemes, he gets a defense in a formation he knows they're going to get in, and then hey, we're going to run this play-action pass, and all I want you to do is read this one guy. If he goes this way, throw to that guy. If he goes that way, throw to this guy. And I think Nick Mullins will certainly be able to orchestrate that offense. It's just as long as he doesn't make those, like, hey, I haven't played in a while type mistakes, right? That's the only thing you worry about, and that's what we saw a little last week in the Jets game. I hope he got that out of his system.
Well, and he gets a chance to actually prepare and be ready to go instead of being thrust into the game. And the reality is this. The guy's got some talent. He broke all of Brett Favre's records at Southern Miss back in 2013 through 2016, undrafted in 2017, and now in his 4th NFL season. And getting another opportunity, most likely, to show what he can do, which I don't know that it complicates decisions for the 49ers after the season, but depending upon how healthy Garoppolo is and how well the team does and how well he plays, there may be a decision to make about who the quarterback is for 2021 and beyond. Other injuries for the 49ers, Tevin Coleman is likely out for a month with a knee injury. Raheem Mostert has the knee injury. It's time to activate Jerick McKinnon on your fantasy rosters, folks. I got him, not that anyone cares about my team. You care about your own team. So for your own team, you may want to go get Jerick McKinnon. He may be this week's Jordan Reed.
Well, you're right. He could be. I mean, he showed glimpses of it last week. He did. I think that's the exciting thing for the 49ers is this Jerick McKinnon. This guy that was signed 2 years ago, we gave him some money up front. We're so excited about. We've seen nothing from him, and it's been unfortunate.
Not some money.
Yeah.
They didn't give him some money.
Ted, what was
they
it?
gave him all the money.
Where did they give him? Over 10 guaranteed, right? Or 10, something like that.
As the running back market goes, it was stunning.
Yes.
The contract they gave him was stunning. And tears an ACL right before the start of his first season with the team. Then has, sometimes we always assume that the ACL, surgery was a success and rehab's ahead of schedule and everything's fine until it isn't. And he missed all of 2019 as well. And, yeah, he got a huge contract from the 49ers. And there was a real question whether they're going to even bring him back this year. And maybe it's good that they kept him around on a 4-year, $30 million contract.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is. It's just for this moment right here. The injury bug is going rampant through the 49ers football team. And, man, no Mostert, no Tevin Coleman. You're down to 2 running backs on your roster. And you're sitting there going, well, we have a plethora of running backs. We'll be good. No issues here. Man, 2 go down first 2 weeks, and here you are down to 2. I mean, you get 1 injury this weekend, and you're worried about the rest of the game and what you're going to do. You might get scared to run the football. I mean, really. So it's a great opportunity for Jerick McKinnon, who last week had a 3rd and 31 where he picked it up and had a big 50-yard run down the left sideline. That was great. Looked good in the pass game, which is what he was really brought there to do. And that's where I just wonder if that's what happens this week. With McKinnon in the game, do we see more of a pass to the running back type offense out of Shanahan and Nick Mullins, who's, like you said, a good decision maker? He's got a good quick release and pretty accurate in how he gets the ball out. It could fit. I'll be interested to see where Kyle goes with this.
There's no Jerick McKinnon equivalent on the pass rush, and Nick Bosa out for the year with the torn ACL, Solomon Thomas out for the year with the torn ACL, and Dee Ford out of practice on Wednesday with a back problem. They signed Ziggy Ansah, but I don't think that's going to be nearly enough to give them what they need.
It's unbelievable.
They still should be able to handle the Giants because it's the Giants.
Yeah.
But this doesn't bode well for, the tougher portion of the schedule, which is coming. This early soft spot has worked out well for the 49ers. To have that injury disaster happen against the woeful and hapless Jets when it was 31-13, still the final score, even with all the injuries.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.